I'm trying to find Mineski in the map. Well, the place to drop is very, very interesting and important for this game. As TNC splitting out. And, oh, wait, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like we have yet to see... we have Airwolf dropping, and it looks like Mineski and Airwolf are actually very close to each other.
Wait, that's gave me a goosebump because it seems like they are going into the same town. Airwolf and Mineski heading to Pochinki to determine who is going to win the championship of this tournament.
Yeah, it's basically going to turn into a team deathmatch in Pochinki, and it's going to be about who gets what weapons first.
Oh my God!
We've seen Airwolf dropping in Pochinki constantly in the tournament, and Mineski have called their bluff and followed them in. So Mineski, they're going to be looking to get guns and get aggressive early to stop Airwolf getting any kind of weapons.
Sombrero, they actually doing it because before the game start, we thought that oh my God, we thought that Airwolf is going to like play safe, but no, they are not that kind of team. They are ready for any single team fight that possible after this, Sombrero.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, Cyprus, because, you know, Mineski, they've already got shotguns, they've already got Kar 98. Do they get aggressive now? Do they wait to get a few more weapons, a bit of armor, a bit of helmets? It's going to be down to the calls of the captains, and it's going to be interesting to see what Airwolf do, because Airwolf will have seen Mineski coming in. They don't know it's Mineski, but they know that a team has come with them to challenge them for control of Pochinki.
If you take a look at the position right now, it seems like Mineski kind of more of the spread down in the line here, where NC for Team Airwolf is playing a diamond position. They're throwing the grenade first in order to scare the opponent. That is a signal of the war has started.
Yeah, so both teams know that there's at least one other team here. Yeah, the position you're talking about now is interesting because Mineski have control of the northern side, whilst Airwolf have control of the southern side. No one really taking control of the western area out of Pochinki, but it's going to be interesting to see how these teams move, depending upon where they get information regarding like enemy location. And it's interesting to note as well, we're talking about a first-person perspective game now, so there's no more peeking around corners, there's no lying prone, looking over balconies. If you want to know where the enemy is, you're going to have to be standing out to find out.
And it seems like the first fight already happened somewhere down south of the map. Team Resurgence take off Team Cass, gradually gone.
Yeah, so Cass now down to 3 members. We can see that Cass are actually on the military base. 3 members still alive, but that's going to be Resurgence. Resurgence trying to take control of their area, but we have a fight kicking off towards Pochinki. It looks like shots are being fired, so both teams feeling happy enough to kind of get involved and get stuck in now that they've got the basic weapons and armor to fight with.
Do you know that these two teams are actually the champions of Run and Gun 4 Nation Season 1 and 2, while Team Mineski is the champion of Run and Gun 4 Nation Season 1, and the Team Airwolf strike back in Season 2, and they actually always being number 1 and 2 in that tournament.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see because these guys will know how each other plays. There's obviously changes in the meta, but a lot of players have similar play styles, you know, when it comes to clearing buildings, when it comes to bounding across streets, you know, so these guys, as competitors that have played multiple times online, are going to basically pick up tips and pick up kind of trends that the opponents are basically doing.
Yeah. One interesting thing is I think Mineski or even Airwolf might have to siege the church. As the church is the highest point in this Pochinki town, you get up to the church, you pretty much see the whole town if you got some good scope like X4.
Yeah, I mean, the church is great for vision, but it does leave you exposed if you silhouette yourself on top. So it'll be interesting to see where the teams go. Mineski seems to be going that general direction. I don't know if they're going to go up on the high ground. They may just be flanking down low. We'll have to wait and see where they go with this one. But Airwolf playing very tight. Only Supernair, the team star, the guy that's been fragging very, very highly, is off on his own further towards the south. But we can see that it looks like RDK peeking towards Mineski's direction. No vision just yet of any enemies.
Yes. It feels like both teams can sense that this is the one that we are looking for. That this is the one. I think they know that they are facing each other, and it's always becoming a special thing when the last map is the FPP to determine who is going to win this one.
Yeah, first-person perspective, much more tense in terms of creating tension and
Team's already, he go for the first, but he can't finish him. AKM, he let the chance slip away, and right now Team Airwolf is grouping up 4v1. Pubg might have to retreat from that position a bit. AKM try to knock down. The first one who knocked down is NC Slasher.
So now,
Laser XD.
Now Airwolf know that is Mineski. They know the threat is there. I hear a grenade being thrown. Doesn't connect. But now a bit of a lull in the action as both teams hit reset. They want to know where Pubg is. They want to know.
Luckily for Mineski, the laser XZ can be revived, but right now, RDK is pushing inside. He opened one door, maybe two doors, and now he got a window. He got some clean vision, but still cannot get that clean. Let's see if he want to go out. Oh man, that was... Woo, man, sombrero.
If RDK holds this angle, if Konga and Leza peek out here, he's going to have a perfect spray. Grenades being thrown. I don't know if they're distractionary or if Mineski know that RDK has flanked. I'm not sure they would. RDK will hear these footsteps around him. He's playing very passive, just giving information to the rest of Airwolf that he can hear Mineski moving to the north as TNC, Hipsody, team captain, Big Frag are taking out Lucy Has Shoes. So fights kicking off all over the map, but this is the most important one.
RDK still stuck inside. And, well, if we take a look at the positioning, it seems like Pugil's actually his position just gives advantage to Mineski, though.
Yeah, I think Mineski's he's gonna have. Pugil's going to have to give him information when they cross the street.
But they start to fight already. Sparker.
Car 98 though needs to be careful. Super Nayam can get one shot here. Does Leza have a 4-time scope on that?
One shot headshot, Super Nayam.
2 times.
With time 4. He got M16 and RDK just got that conquer. Knocked down once again. Oh, 2 knocked down already from RDK.
Aerowolf. They
not
smell
doing
blood.
good.
They
RDK.
smell blood. They smell blood.
He can just jump out the window. 2 knockdown. It's a very good for team Aerowolf in order to finish the knock 1 down.
Pugg though, staying very far away, very passive. They're being pushed. They don't know that they're being pushed. Surely they can hear the footsteps. Let's see if Sparkler can get this res. If they have enough time.
To do it.
Revice is already on the same floor. Here comes the push. They need to be careful. They're full health. They're already vaulting in.
Sparker got the shot, and he knocked 1 down. And Sparker got the kill, but however, coming in the support, coming in quite fast. And now here goes the Sparker. Team Super A still got 3 left, while Mineski got 1 alive and 1 knockdown. Pugil, this is not time to run away. It just have to fight until you die.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see the solidifying of first place for Aerowolf now. Unless Pugil can hit some amazing shots. Needs to be careful here, though. Taking a lot of damage. 1 more shot, gonna be out of the game.
Both parties knows that if they can clear each other, they can get the champ. And now RDK pushing inside. Pugil's looking to drop down to the 2nd floor. He might fight that RDK in close range.
AK versus AK. RDK full health, though. Grenade gets thrown and primed. Let's see if it connects.
NC Slasher.
Doesn't connect.
RDK just gonna charge inside. Pugil get out of another door. Then that's it. It's all over for the championship.
Aerowolf.
Oh my goodness. We can see the... can hear the roar.
Yeah, that's Aerowolf. Can you imagine playing 12 games over 2 days? All the difficulties in terms of technical aspects, all the difficulties in terms of getting into Singapore.
Right,
finally be able to confirm that you've won the entire tournament.
Hey, RSC. Let's take a look at RSC for now. They are another good team Singaporean that is having a very good performance in this one.
Yeah, RSG have been playing very passive in terms of holding the outside of the circle, but they are actually down by the bridge, and they seem to be fighting Nani. I think another local team as Aeon is actually pushing on Crepes.
Nice one.
Great cleanup there.
Crepes down already.
So that's, I think, going to be RSG safe for now. They've taken control of the bridge. The circle is closing, but they do have enough time to get inside the circle and move further forward.
I'm trying to find some Viking. Do you know one interesting thing is Viking also got the same point as Team Sabah top 1.
So they're going to be fighting, I think, for 5th and 6th place. The more points, obviously, the better for them in terms of securing a higher rank. Remember, the payouts change from 5th place onwards. So 5th to 8th, you get the same prize money. So if you can breach into the 4th place prize point, you'll get, obviously, a higher payout. So I think Vikings and Sabah top 1 trying to compete for that 4th place.
Well, the game seems to go back in the peace mode once again as all the party is farming up, get some items ready for the next circle as the circle is crashing in. And Team Sand shooting behind Team Vikings. Viking also need every single point possible in order to get past Team ST1. He gets shot from behind. Lamau shooting them with a mini. Not actually a mini though.
New SLR, so powerful. But Vikings have been very good at doing this throughout the entire series, the entire tournament. They've been very good at finding multiple vehicles to ensure that they don't put all their eggs in one basket and move as a unit to then find a better location inside the circle. unfortunately, they aren't able to capitalize on those great positions they end up finding themselves in, with Aerowolf and Mineski just being absolutely insane fraggers. But Vikings doing a very good job of getting past Zenetics there.
Oh, having a happy time chilling in Pochinki for the team Aerowolf, having a lot of items that looted from team Mineski.
Yeah, I think Aerowolf, they know that they've secured the championship, but they're not going to leave it just there. They want to put their stamp on this tournament, go out with as many wins as possible. Mineski, I think basically, yeah, they have secured themselves second place, so that's going to be great. So obviously a great storyline for the rest of the tournament to see who finishes in third.
Normally when it's come to like many maps collecting points like this, the tournament pretty much end before the last map.
Yeah, so it's been great to have action all the way, but we do see
TNC
very close to each other.
My goodness.
TNC Casio, I've been in those shoes before. It's like, do you want to risk trying to get away from the enemy, ultimately hurting yourself? But TNC still survived by 2 members. They can ultimately
yeah, luckily TNC also secured their third place, if I'm not wrong.
They are pretty close to being secured in third spot. I don't think they can be challenged. We just get confirmation regarding the scores. They basically have it locked down, unless Sabatop 1 get above 700 points, which is very unlikely. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think we have our top 3 basically secured now, and it's going to be that fight for fourth to 8th positions. But
not sure what are they playing here. They're throwing some grenade and got one knock now, which is NC Slasher.
Yeah, I think they're basically having some fun now. I really would have thought they would have tried to win it, but who cares? There's no bonus to winning each individual game. They don't have to have that stress. They can maybe have some fun. And fair play to them. They've been very consistent the entire tournament. And yeah, fair play to Aerowolf for the great performance for the whole tournament.
Oh man, what about Yasna Poliana, DTYC, Taicho? I haven't seen this team that much in the, in the whole tournament, but they seem to having a very good farm every map.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're a team that's changed their name. They may be a new team coming to get involved in terms of scrimmaging, but we'll have to find out from the admins later on about those guys.
So I am now looking at Team Vikings and ST1 that they are trying to fight for the third place. ST1 now holding on the north, while Viking in the middle of the map. But look at that, they might have to welcome the coming of Team TNC. Dada gets shot from high.
Yeah, TNC Dada, these guys are being very good. So they know that they've basically got third place locked down. They're going to try and survive, of course. It's been a common theme this entire tournament.
The car about to explode. Come on, one hit away. Dada got away with that. Now he's peacefully finding some place to lay. Dada! Oh!
Great headshot there with the mini. Pan absorbing one shot, but I think Dada's going to be taking out another shot blocked by the Pan. Nope, Dada knocked out. And this is a very common theme from TNC, where Hipster is one of the last remaining members. He has made it into cover, though, so if he were to go around the corner...
Maybe because Hipster playing as a scout as well.
Yeah, Hipster has survived, but I think that's going to be Dada down. Dada, unfortunately, passing away in this map. But Hipster, he did very well in previous Erangel maps, especially in FPP. He is a very good FPP player.
Wait, look at this one first. KL kill cross a bit ahead of Team Vikings. Vikings really need points, so they might have to park the car and just come down and war with KL kill. KL kill, drive past, and yep, this is not going to do anything with that.
Yeah, I think Vikings will be trying to fight
TNC cross lane fight, Hipster D got that Vikings now. Lindo, Viking about to lose one member, and that's not good for them if they have to fight with ST1 later.
I think Hipster D is going to try and get away from that compound now, make it to those rocks and get away, but he's being shot at by multiple players, and now Vikings also chasing.
Viking Pain is coming in for revenge, and Hipster D ran into the river. He's swimming right now. Can't see him. He's a fish.
But remember, though, they have recently changed the way that breathing works in-game. So you can't stay underwater too long, and now Vikings can actually shoot him whilst he's under the water. So is Vikings going to hunt him down? They know that it's TNC. They know that it's TNC here.
He's there. He's behind a tree. Vikings man trying to find him. The guy who killed his teammates. They need every single point possible for Team Vikings. So whenever they see a guy, no choice for them but to go in.
Yeah, shot being fired. Pain getting knocked out. Great positioning here from Hipster D, because they have to silhouette themselves to be able to see him. So Hipster D can see these guys very easily and not worry about having to spot them in any kind of shrubbery like he's using.
Oh, look at that. Look at the bullet through the water. Hipster D.
Very close.
He was like,
I don't think he's going to be able to capitalize on the fact that he's getting these knocks, but these knocks are going to basically give him some space to move forward and heal up and maybe get moving again.
What a good swimmer, just like Joseph Schooling over there for hip study.
Needs to be careful, though. Poker has an angle, and this is an 8 times M24. Good tag there. One more needs to hit. Hips of these so low. Shots firing all over the place. Kento gets taken out of the game.
What happened over there? RNG Kaseka kill Kento for the whole squad.
Yeah, that is an interesting situation as Kento get eliminated from the game.
Team Samachi and friends about to charge into team number 1 right now. RDK Nemo. NC Slasher as well.
Yeah, this is a great position for Airwolf, but they have to be careful because Patui actually has an M249.
Superne flank on the right-hand side.
Needs to be very careful.
And here comes the clash. Superne got knocked down by Almeister. Almeister. Superne gone. NC Slasher on hunting. Receiving for revenge. NC Slasher very nice controlling the Sky L. Yeah, recoil. He got knocked down too. Almeister in central gone. Let's see how TF gonna do with this. Are they gonna revive first or are they charging on team RDK? RDK down with an AKM. Very nice control by FG Tamachi. RDK out. But that's not NC Slasher gonna be the last one. He walked through the smoke. He trying to get rid of that Almeister first. NC Slasher. Now it's come down to 1v2 situation. So actually 1v3 because got one knockdown. NC Slasher knocked one down.
Tamashi, last man standing on the high ground. Grenades being thrown. Needs to be careful though, because Slasher can hear him. Slasher peeking left. Tamashi going right. Surely they see each other as they
Slasher walking up the high ground.
I
can't see him. Only see Hey.
Tamashi has eyes on though, and there's the angle. There's the shots being fired. Slasher's so low, and Tamashi with the headshot.
Tamashi and friends eliminated team number 1 of this tournament. Not bad for the Singaporean local team. I would love to see them compete more in our Southeast Asian tournament.
Yeah, great play there for Tamashi and friends. And Airwolf playing very aggressive. They knew they had won the tournament, and they are going to be taking first place at the prize ceremony later on. So the circle's slowly closing in. DTYZ, Inyas Napoliana taking shots towards Zenetics, but the eastern side of the circle is going to be very busy. Saboteur 1 already controlling that large compound. Zenetics going to have to play from the rock face just to the north of the water. And we'll have to see.
That was so near. And it seems like Zen don't know that so many people is inside that. The whole squad of Saboteur 1, they even blow the horn. Zen, you see nobody. Park already calling out for the fight. ST1 is not going to come out. They already shot down on that you see nobody. Half HP is already trying to find some angle to hide. Now finally he get knocked down by ST1.
Yeah, Jay-Z with that great Kar 98 snob, that level 3 armor and the level 3 helmet doing great work against the UMP. But that grenade, is he going to roll off the top of it? No, in the gutter, gets caught. Jay-Z finishing off You See Nobody. As now Lemao on his own on the northern side of the compound.
Yeah, side. I'm not sure if...
Rayakan limpahan anugerah. Bersama Tomkins, kembali Fitra.
ST1 knows there's somebody left inside over there.
I'm sure, I think they do. They must have seen when they had the angle of the car driving past that there was 2 in. But Zenetics not going to commit the rest of their vehicle to that compound, but they do need to be careful because Team Shield already have control of this low ground, and they're driving straight past them.
Got shot from behind by Team Shield. Shield holding the public toilet. The car is about to explode. I believe half HP is already. Also, Kisei Ryota. They need to fire. Ooh, get hit right on the height.
So low. They actually was great play from Team Shield. They had a setup so that once they drove past one shed, they had another shed already lined up to land more shots. And it looks like Zenetics did manage to survive with their 2 remaining members in the car.
Oh, some close range team fight happening at Team ST1 and Team Sen decided to go in and charge. And it was Lemao who was brought down by X-Fang.
Yeah, 3v1 scenario, very hard to win that fight. That's why it's very uncommon to see teams spreading or splitting like that. But Zenetics, they still have 2 players in the game. Can ultimately win this if they play it correctly.
Viking Poker with a long-range sniper gun with a suppressor. That was very good gun he needs right now.
Yeah, DTYZ actually losing a player already, Dar being knocked out. And it looks like 3 members trying to make their way across the river's edge, but they are going to have to push up on the high ground. They can't use that defilade to push in, and they're going to be spotted by Vikings Poker with that M24 long-range suppressed scope. So,
oh, man.
Circle
well,
shows itself. That's actually a really great circle.
I cannot get over the first showdown of this map. That was a really good fight. The positioning and decision making is it's just perfect for
Yeah.
Team Arrowwood.
You have to give credit to Mineski. They did a great job of calling Aerowolf's bluff, going for the Chinky, and taking that fight. But Aerowolf just showing their dominance. You know, it's been insane how good Super Naya is in first-person perspective. He's been fragging so well in first-person perspective, and Erangel specifically seems to be Aerowolf's map. We have fights to the north as Zenetics and Jex get very close to each other. TS also, Papa Flame with this 6x SKS doing some work, trying to connect with some shots.
Yeah, gotta run away from TS Papa Flame with the fully bought SKS. Not oh, Papa Chan shooting from long range with the UMP. How had they knocked that one?
Yeah, that's Papa Chan clearing up the barn towards the north. It looks like actually Zenetics' last remaining member, Kai's Ryota, down to the southeast. They have a large area to cover once the circle starts closing, and it's already begun. So Jex, they're going to have to get moving. Do they have any vehicles here? If not, they're going to have to stand their ground and fight, because Team Shield have great position on the northern side of the safe circle.
While Viking sending bus stop out just to scout some location for them to stay in later in the map. Bus stop on the right-hand side. So many free houses over there.
Yeah, and here comes the squeeze. It looks like Saboteur 1 and Team Shield working together to actually eliminate Jex. They have no cover to work with.
Hey, Sombrero at the same time, ST1 is keep killing non-stop. They're getting points and points after points. Look at that, they're about to get rid of Team Jex, and they got them.
Yeah, Saboteur 1 getting a few kills there. 5 kills in total. And just doing what they can to secure their location
Vikings
and get
only
as
got
many
2
kills.
kills.
So
Now,
Saboteur 1, they have 4 kills, and they Vikings only has 1. It's going to be a showdown for 4th place.
Vikings shoot on Saboteur 1.
Viking.
Long range. Can he beat it? Oh, Saboteur 1 got away.
Yeah, Buzztop trying to find the angle there. I think
But
they
in front
realized
of it is
Saboteur
Team
1 there.
Chill. Take another damage from Team Chill. He got a drift. Oh my goodness, that's more like a Singaporean drift over there.
Yeah, but they have to be very careful, because Vikings, they know that Saboteur 1 are here, but
And he just going to the KLQ house. It seems like no house free for you right now for Saboteur 1.
KLQ
They're
will have
trying
heard
so
this.
hard to find some place to stay in the late game. But yep, all they can stay is behind the trees.
Yeah, Saboteur 1 holding that low ground. I think KLQ will know they're there, and they can't really do much about it without leaving their compound. So this is actually great play from Saboteur 1. They've got control of the low ground. They can hear if KLQ leave, and if they want to get aggressive, they can actually peek underneath that concrete barrier to see if there's any players moving on the outside of the actual gas station.
This concrete barrier is so tactical, like, you know, holding the place. You can't see anyone who moves inside, but you also be safe at the same time from this concrete barrier.
It's good cover here, and Vikings...
But I used to get shot on the angle around here.
Yeah, you can see from my... Yeah, that is actually a very tough angle, but the new circle is... the circle is showing itself, and it looks like Saboteur 1 have a great spot inside the location. Vikings now are... They're on the back foot. They have to rotate towards Saboteur 1. Team Shield taking shots. They're engaging the rest of Saboteur 1's members on that high ground. But Saboteur 1 now have to cover this open ground. This is not what you want. Papa Flame has been very good with the SKS all tournament long. And if you give an opportunity, it will knock out players left, right, and center, and Saeed gets knocked. Now we have, I believe that's X-Fang. Yep, trying to get the smoke down to get the res.
Those two guys doesn't have a good scope to fight Papa Flame.
Yeah, I think they also don't have the cover to work with. Smoke's trying to go out. They want to try and get this res, but I'm sure with the SKS, they should be able to deny this res. Or will they be able to? This could be a great play. And the smokes are fully blued. It's going to be hard to land these shots. They're slowly moving left, right, and center. And now they need to reload.
Yeah.
So now, this could actually be an opportunity here for Saboteur 1 to get the res. The res has finished.
How are they going to get out of this situation? They're kind of stuck at no place to cover at all. It's time to run. Let's see how fast you can run. Oh my.
I think the great thing about this, the saving grace, is Team Shield also need to move shortly. Fang tagged once, tagged twice. Needs to be more careful. Gets prone, can heal. Circle slowly moving.
Yeah, and the circle is eating them up while Fang doesn't have that much HP.
Saeed gets tagged once, twice again. Needs to make it the relative safety of that tree. Needs to be careful though, because Vikings on the high ground can have eyeballs here.
At the same time, Resurgence by A1WCS having a happy time fishing out Team DTYC with long-range car, 98 with 8x scope.
Yeah, Resurgence doing a great job holding the high ground, but Team Tamashi and friends, Patui taking down Tachoi. So now they're outside the circle, getting crossfired by Tamashi and friends and Resurgence. So it's actually a very difficult position to hold up there. Shots left, right, and center as we see Vikings getting involved with the action against Saboteur 1. 2 members on their own, 5 kills in total for Saboteur 1.
Oh, this is a
split.
direct competitor of Team Viking. They have to get rid of these 2 guys. Sai is throwing out a smoke in order to create a path for his teammates to run through.
Yeah, just to note as well that Saboteur 1 and Vikings are tied exactly, even after 12 games. So for that 4th place prize, it's going to be about who finishes higher and who has the most kills. And
goes in first for that X-Fang, trying to dodge the bullet like a Matrix. Can he? He just keep his gun away for a faster movement speed. X-Fang look left and right in order to make it harder to shoot down. X-Fang finally goes down by Team Vikings. No, it was actually Team, it was Viking. And Viking got them, the direct competitor. Viking now got 3 kills and got a chance to move on. Wow.
Yeah,
Saboteur 1, however, they still got 1 more left.
And the thing to note is Saboteur 1 have 1 left. They have 5 kills as well. So if this last remaining member of Saboteur 1, Jay-Z, can finish higher than Vikings, that'll be a great way to hold out and take 4th place. Saeed knocked out, isolated from his teammate, not going to be able to be rezzed. And Saboteur 1, Jay-Z being tagged up so heavy, being pushed by multiple team members, that's going to be it. As Saboteur 1 get eliminated from the game by Brax.
Oh my goodness, and that should be it. Wow, Vikings just made it.
Vikings
now they got a chance to pass Saboteur 1 into position 4 in the ranking.
Yeah, I think they basically have confirmed it. They have more kills, they are alive, so they will be given more points based on ranking. So that's going to be Vikings taking your 4th place at the tournament.
Now let's see if they want to seize this out by KLQ. It was a good house. No, it's not a good house anymore because KLQ seems to have to get out of the house and get in the circle, which is a very plain field. Polka is waiting behind them to shoot them from behind.
Sake taking down Pubg. Long range, Brax getting involved as well.
Oh, team Tamati and Friend finally goes down by Resurgence. A very good play by the Singaporean team. Very upcoming team here. I think you have to take an eye on them because they are doing very good in this tournament. On the WCS, they are on the 6th place.
Yeah, 14 kills to name as well. They have been very active this final game, so they'll be getting a bunch of points based on that as well. We have Vikings approaching Team Shield, who are set up in the northern side of the circle. Vikings now have regrouped, 3 players left remaining, trying to find trees to call their own as KLQ look to rotate round, using their vehicles as cover, but they've got to be careful.
Polka shooting on KLQ, and the whole squad of KLQ on that team. No, actually it's 2-2, but KLQ stay in the same place. If that car explodes, KLQ for all day.
Yeah, I think if I was in KLQ's shoes, I would actually explode that vehicle myself, use it for cover. We'll have to wait and see if they decide to do that. There you go, there's the explosion. They're using it now for hard cover with that rock face. They have a great little bit of cover to work with, but they do have to be careful because Resurgence on their flank might have an angle pretty soon.
Viking got a pretty good angle, but the thing is they don't have anything to cover at all. They only got some trees, and I mean, you know, it's high risk, high return. If you want to get a better angle, you have nothing to cover. They might flank on the left-hand side as KLQ kind of stuck in the explode vehicles.
Rayakan limpahan anugerah. Bersama Tomkins, kembali Fitra.
There. Well, it's so clear to see where are you with all those smoke.
Yeah, great play here, though. They're using the hard cover of the vehicles they brought along with the smokes to give themselves shields against the open. Vikings trying to take pot shots. It seems like we have 2 fights going on right now.
Oh, you mean KLQ is actually the one who threw that car explode itself?
Yeah, I believe they did. Yeah, that's a great play. You put 2 vehicles together, explode them for hard cover, but Vikings getting involved as now as we lose Yando James to a knock from that suppressed M24. Vikings Poker doing so much work with that this entire game. Lots of knocks, not so many kills, but at least stopping teams in their tracks from advancing.
Team Shield looking pretty healthy on the northern side of the circle. Let's take a look at the next circle. Oh, it's in Viking.
Vikings and KLQ in good spots here. That hard cover that KLQ set up is going to do wonders for them after this circle. Resurgence may look for a flank here, but Vikings pushing forward to where their cars are. They have to be very careful. Maybe they're going to move a bit forward, but they have to be cautious because Team Shield approach from the north.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Polka already get that motorbike up and trying to find some angle. He got a suppressor M24. Can't see.
That's what we mean about that hard cover that KLQ set up. No angles available for them. As Resurgence try to flank to the northern side as well. Team Shield on this low ground, they could pop up and get involved, and they are. Just that. We see shots being fired towards Viking Buzztop Quadro with that SKS. No shots landing,
Viking
unfortunately.
Pain throwing the grenade first, and the first grenade, and then follow up with the smoke, setting up a lot of smoke in this field. A very small area. Take a look on top. Now here we go. It's Team Chill charging inside. Can a local Singaporean team get one chicken dinner in this tournament? Quadro looking very good. And yes, Resurgent and Aeon WCS get rid of that Vikings.
Resurgence have used this high ground beautifully. Every team was focused on the low ground, on the northern side near the trees, and Resurgence are standing out in the open, no cover, just getting involved, taking shots everywhere they can. As Panther Flame take control of this small rock just by Resurgence.
Viking Page flanking from the right-hand side, and that was very nice flank. However, he get knocked down by the Quadro SC. He got two teammates knocked down. Let's see what he's going to do next. Is he going to revive? No. He gets rid of the... Oh, and then he's out of this team, of this map. But look at that. Team RSG, Resurgence still looking... Oh, not pretty healthy anymore, as they have one knockdown. They're fighting with Viking Pubg. We got two teams left.
Two teams remain. Four players alive. I don't see Brax being rezzed anytime soon. The angle is there for KLQ to take shots at, but Resurgence, I think the story of this game has been Resurgence and their aggression the entire game. They've got 17 kills in total. KLQ have been very passive, but they could close out this game in first place using this great cover that they've built for themselves. Resurgence have to maybe move a little bit forward. We'll have to see
already guaranteed that we're going to see the first local Singaporean team to take the last chicken dinner of this tournament. Whether it's going to be a Resurgence or Team KL Kill. Resurgence. Shortly, yeah. Eon charging inside. He got some long scope. Oh, that was almost a headshot.
Very close.
Can he?
Angles presenting themselves shortly. But you can see here that Resurgence are moving in a straight line, using as much cover as possible. New circle is in Resurgence's favor. KOQ are going to have to move. But there's a knock right there. Salka taking out Shining Star. We're now in a 2v3 scenario as we lose another member. Salka getting knocked as well by Aeon WCS. That long-range scope doing wonders. But that hard cover from KLQ is going to let them get the res.
The captain of Team Resurgence is trying to try his luck behind that rock, using the Car 98 and the long scope zoom. But a very good standing position. They didn't even show their head at all. He just popped in and out, and they still got 4.
Yeah, so now we have Shining Star back on his feet.
But the thing is, they are out of the circle. They have to run in.
Yeah, they're going to have to use smokes if they've got any. Let's see, some smokes going out now. It looks like KLQ are looking to set up 13 seconds, so they have to start moving. It's going to have to be a case of them standing their ground and taking the fight. They've got no vehicles to work with as they blow them up, but there's the movement. KLQ, Foresight moving forward. People leaving cover. Aeon WCS.
And now he changed his gun into a Scar. He got one knockdown. The last one, oh, actually got 2. No, the last one of Team KLQ is there. Still stuck over there.
And GG. RSG taking KLQ out for the final kill. We've got, what, RSG winning the game with 14 plus 4, 18, 21 kills in total. Absolute insanity.
That is actually the highest total kill in one map.
Yeah.
For this one, Resurgence is coming to the tournament today as a maniac.
Yeah, I think they realized they had nothing to lose. They wanted to give their team a good showing. 21 kills, great way to finish the tournament. KOQ coming second in this game, Vikings coming in third. But I think the ultimate story here is we have to give credit to the consistent performance of the entire tournament. Aerowolf winning the tournament, Mineski coming in second, TNC coming in third. It's been a great tournament all weekend long.
Oh man, it is actually one of the best tournaments PUBG I ever cast with. You know, especially I get to cast with all the experienced casters like Sombrero and also the Baby Oling, Julian. I get to cast with everyone. Such a great experience. And also we got a very high quality match right here from all the international teams that come from Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Singapore.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament all weekend long. I'm happy that we have such great talent in terms of being able to fill a full tournament with great teams. So I think with that, I think we'll take a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll be doing the prize ceremony, and then after that, we'll get stuck in with the Hyperplay League of Legends tournament. But thank you so much from me.
Yeah, before we go out, let's do some shout out first.
Okay. If you want to follow me, I stream on Twitch or Sombrero. I play PUBG as well. Thank you for following the tournament along.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Cyclops, and see you guys on the next tournament. See you.